So I'm standing here on the town square here in Goliad, Texas, a small town in the southern part of the state, rich in history. It has multiple significant historic sites, from the Mission Espiritu Santo, Presidio La Bahia, and even a dance hall that goes back to the 1800s. And so it has a very gorgeous little town square, really nice looking storefronts. And so we're going to tour this town and talk a little bit about its history. It's a town that is well worth a visit if you haven't been here before. So this is Mission Espiritu Santo here at Goliad State Park, and this was founded on this site in the year 1749. And then just down the street is Presidio La Bahia, also established at around the same time. And so combined, this is one of the most important historic sites in the state. So we're inside Mission Espiritu Santo, the chapel, and the echo inside here is incredible. I can only imagine what a choir must have sounded like inside this chapel. So I'm standing here at the grounds of the Presidio La Bahia. This is one of the most important historical sites in the entire state. It was fought over multiple times during the Mexican War for Independence and during the Texas Revolution. And so many of you probably know the story of the Goliad massacre. Well, leading up to that, the Texas soldiers had captured this Presidio and the Alamo. And so that was in the fall of 1835. Shortly after that, Santa Anna, who was actually fighting rebellion throughout Mexico, not just in Texas, marched north. And so the Alamo fell in the late winter of 1836. Fannin and his men were kind of caught out in the open at the Battle of Coleto Creek, and they lost that battle and were marched back to Goliad. 400 people were ordered to be put to death by Santa Anna, and they awaited inside that chapel to meet their fate. General Urrea, a very talented general in the Mexican army, did not want to carry out Santa Anna's order, but Santa Anna was very ruthless. Fortunately, the Angel of Goliad was able to spare some of the lives that day. Fannin and his men were marched out and put to death on that fateful day. So I'm standing here outside Our Lady of Loreto Chapel. This is inside the Presidio La Bahia. And this is actually one of the oldest churches in the country. Built around the year 1749. It still has its original ceiling in place. Very impressive. Let's go take a peek inside. So this statue is in honor of Francisca Alaves, who pleaded for the lives of many men during the Texas Revolution. And so this is right next to Presidio La Bahia, known as the Angel of Goliad. So these are all the flags that fly over the Presidio La Bahia, and when you see them, you realize just how important of a historic site this is. So one more fun fact about Goliad. Many of you have heard about Cinco de Mayo, and that commemorates the victory of the Mexican army at the Battle of Puebla. Well, the general that led that army to victory was born here in Goliad.